Sol everyone, and welcome to another Sims 2 speed build. 73 Pomegranate Walk is a 60 by 30 lot and costs 150,035 simoleons. It has a lounge, kitchen, 2 bedrooms, one with an ensuite, a separate bathroom and utility room. There is also a driveway with a car, a swimming pool at the back and lovely landscaping throughout. Now, I didn't really have a colour scheme for this, so I just went with what I felt at the time. And I don't think I forgot anything this time, because I wrote down what I needed, such as a bookcase and a trash compactor, dishwasher, that sort of thing. And I put a piano in this time, but there's no easel. And the reason I put in a piano was because I think I made the living room a little bit too big, so I needed to cover some space. So I ended up putting in a piano, and it is in game, the piano, but it's just I got recolours over on Mod the Sims, so it does look a little bit different. I think I put a sort of creamy white colour in, and yeah, I was thinking of grey on the outside, and then I ended up changing it to a sort of brown or a fawn sort of colour. I think grey made it look a little too sort of drab, really, but I like the fawn colour that I ended up putting in. I think it's probably because I'd put in the wooden flooring, and the grey didn't really go with it, because I'd sort of put grey on the walls inside as well. So I changed all those, as you'll see in a minute, and so it didn't sort of go well with the brown on the outside. And then I put in the steps. I put them in on the side there at first, and done them sort of grey and white, because the siding on the side, I think it's just the lighting, made it look sort of more greyish, but then I changed it all to brown and white instead. You'll see what I mean when we get to it. But I did like those grey and white steps. Oh yes, I was going to put in a fireplace, but it sort of stuck out a bit where I'm going to put the steps, so I left it out, which is a shame really. I should have brought the lot over a little bit. And unfortunately with Sims 2 you can't just pick it up and plonk it back or forward or onto the side. Like you can with Sims 4, so which is a shame. And I wasn't too sure about that long hallway, but I used it to house the computer and desk and a chess set. Oh, here we are with the steps. You can see on the side there, the siding looks sort of more grey than brown, and the steps I think went well with it. And then I think I made them darker. Yes, I did. So sort of that they looked like they fitted, if you like, with that siding. But of course it is brown. It's just the lighting that makes it look sort of grey. It's a shame really, because I did like the grey and white steps. So anyway, I changed them all to brown or fawn. It's not really a brown, is it? It's sort of a, I don't know, would you call it taupe? Yeah, you see, if I use the same steps as I did on the side, it looks too grey. So I ended up changing them all and making that porch a little bit bigger, because it looked a bit too small for the front. It's okay on the side, but yeah, so I've done it brown and white. But I think I prefer the grey and white actually. So maybe I should have just changed the siding to grey. And I did change the railings back to white as well, because I think I preferred the white looked better, I think. So, yeah. And I did use the Grange mudroom kit again this time. Putting in the steps again here. I didn't want too big of a porch on this one, so it's obviously a little bit different to what I normally do, including the side access there. which is a little bit different, and I wanted to have a driveway that had a roof over it, which is why I put in those foundation squares. And here we go with the Grange mudroom kit again, which was converted from The Sims 4. Unfortunately now EA's been sold, I won't be using any more conversions because it means that unfortunately they have to be bought to be converted. So I'll just be using what I've already got and CC that I can get from Mod The Sims, or anywhere else I can find it, of course. I did make quite a few changes here because that room there with the door and the balcony bit, that's going to be the kitchen, and so I thought it might be a little bit too small, so I sort of moved it over another square later on. I thought I was going to do it just then, but yeah, trying again with the chimney. Putting those little hedges underneath the columns doesn't stop Sims from cutting the hedges. I got that idea from Maxis made house or the houses that they made for the downtown area, and I noticed they'd done that with the little hedges underneath the columns, and I've had a Sim live there and they can still easily trim the hedges, so that shouldn't make any difference. They still grow. I thought maybe they wouldn't grow, the hedges wouldn't grow with that on top, but they do, and Sims can still trim them, so that's fine. Yeah, although I didn't have a sort of colour scheme for this, I think I've been using the same sort of colours as before, with a sort of cream and brown with green, but in the hallway I put some reds just to make it a little bit different. Both bedrooms are the same again. Both bathrooms are the same. One's an ensuite, so you've got the ensuite to the main bedroom, and a family bathroom as well. As you can see, the lounge is quite large, so as I said before, I needed to put things in there to fill up spaces, so this is why I ended up putting in the piano, which is just the normal brown piano, that one, but I got the recolours, as I said, from Mod The Sims. So I put the sort of, it's just off-white. I think the white looked a bit too bright, so I put in an off-white one. It's a shame you can't put ornaments on top of that. I did try. I'm sure there's probably a mod or something that you can use to do that, because it would have been nice to have had some plants or some flowers or something up there. And here's the utility room and the washing machine. Now I put in a dishwasher and a trash compactor in the kitchen, and I put white ones in, and in hindsight I think I should have put black ones because the cooker's black and so is the fridge freezer, but never mind, they can be changed because it is just a in-game Maxis one. I used quite a few of these paintings that I got from Mod The Sims for last week's build, and so I started using a few more of the colours, which is probably why I didn't go with a sort of colour scheme really, because I wanted to use some of the red ones, which is why I used red for the corridor. I wanted to use a different bed this time because I seem to be using the same one all the time. And so I used this one, which I used to use quite a lot a long time ago, and I thought, well, I'll go back to that one. It's sort of got sort of purpley bits in it, so I went with purple accents on that, so sort of cream brown and purple. But although this is the main bedroom, I think it's a little bit smaller than the other bedroom. This is the one with the ensuite, as you can see, there's a doorway there. And but it does have a double wardrobe, whereas this room, it looks a little bit bigger, but it only has like the one wardrobe. And but I did make it smaller actually. This is the bit where I made it smaller, just by one square, to make the kitchen a little bit bigger there. So maybe it is the same size as the other one. And the bathrooms I ended up doing sort of, I don't know what you'd call it, is it turquoise or aqua, which is something a little bit different to what I normally do. I wanted to do something different on the walls, you see, and I found those, I think they might be from Honeywell, from Other Sims, and I thought, well, that looks a little bit different to what I normally do. Oh, I think on my Tom and Lucy series for Pleasant View, they've got that colour bathroom, but I've done both bathrooms exactly the same, as you'll see, or as you can see from that. So obviously this build is big enough for a single sim or a couple with a couple of children. They can sleep in a double bed together. So it's not really a starter home. As all my builds are not really starter homes at all. As I've said before, it's easier to do a starter home in The Sims 4 because you've got the debug items that you can put in that are free. As I do tend to watch Little Simsy at times, and I think, oh, all those things that she's able to put in for cheap or free. And I wish I could do that with Sims 2 and I could make a nice little starter home then, but unfortunately not. So they're quite expensive, as I've said before, but of course Motherload does come in handy. Yeah, I think the trash compactor and dishwasher would have been better black to go with those other items, but never mind. They can be changed if you want them changed, if you download it for your game. And yes, I put in a hot chocolate maker this time for something a little bit different. On that table is from Eco Life, which is another Sims 4 conversion. And that plant, I used move objects on to move that away from the wall a little bit. Shouldn't make any difference to Sims getting in there because the leaves were seeping through the wall, and even by placing a picture on the other side of the wall it sort of seeped through the picture as well, so you'll see in a minute me moving it. So there's plenty of space here for things. I'm sure there's more space there, although I put in the desk there and a chess set. There is still more room to put things like an easel or career rewards. So I put a lot of red in this. See, as you can see, that it still sort of seeps through. So I was able to move it out of the way. It's a shame, so I do like that plant, but it does tend to seep through the walls, unfortunately. But it shouldn't make any difference to Sims going through the door. And there's those pictures again. There was quite a lot of red ones, so I wanted to use those. So it is a little bit of a mishmash of colours, but I suppose it makes it look a little bit different, doesn't it? And of course I wanted to put the roof over this driveway, so I had to put in more columns and things to try and get the flooring bit in, and then move it all out the way again once I'd put the roof on, as you'll see. And I think I've done pretty well with the roof this time, even though I had bits sticking out like that little bit there. So I've done a brown roof to go with the brown siding, and I had to take all that stuff away to put the driveway back in. And although I put in the washing machine and tumble dryer I didn't put in a washing line again this time. But I did put in a swimming pool, which is something I haven't done for a while. I thought that would make it look a little bit different. And there are quite a lot of trees as well. Oh yes, I remembered the mailbox because I wrote it down. It's like a little list of things that I mustn't forget. And crossed it all off as I went along. Trouble with a list, if you forget to put something down on the list, then you're still going to forget to put it in. But I think I've done okay this time. I put in quite a lot of trees though. I do like trees. I think it makes the lot look really nice with trees. And I put a few flowers in the front, and they're all Maxis ones as well, so they will need trimming. I think you'll need a gardener for this lot. Unless of course your Sims are retired and they've got all day to do it. But anyway, as we're coming to the end of this video, I will do my usual spiel. So if you'd like this lot in your game, you can download it from Mediafire, and the link is in the description below. As I have used custom content in this build, I would recommend installing with the Sims 2 Pack Clean installer, and the link to that and all instructions are in the README file in the download zip. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, as that really helps me out a lot. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notification of my next video. Subscribing is absolutely free and also really helps me out and is very much appreciated. Also, I now have memberships available for the channel if you're interested. I now have 2 tiers, the first tier being Toddler, where you get a little plum bob by your name, some custom emojis to use and a shout out in my videos. The second tier is Teen, where you get the same stuff as in the first tier, plus early access to my videos. Each tier is a monthly fee, but you can cancel at any time. So without further ado, a big shout out to my members, who are Eero Sims, Alice Jones, Nikki McKay, Diane Rowe, Paula Alfaro and Atel Asvaldi. Thank you so much. Don't forget to check out my other videos, a couple of which are linked at the end of this video. I have Let's Plays, challenges, tutorials and other builds. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Dag dag!